I looked around this crazy, crowded place. How would there be any clues for me? How could I even find clues? Was it still level 18 in the backrooms? I then walked through the crowds, and somehow, I saw the little me again following a skiing coach. I remembered that day when I was little. That day, my dad woke up at 4 a.m. and he drove 4 hours straight to the skiing resort on a normal weekend, while I slept the whole way for my wish of skiing on my 5th birthday. That day, I got the first pair of my own skis. I had a lot of fun in the snow. I remember that I accidentally went on a black trail on the first ride, and my coach had to rush, flying down over moguls to save my butt. I was sure that my parents were there. I needed to see them again. I couldn't help but feel the deep pain of missing my parents. It had been a long time since I saw them in reality, and the distance between us seemed to be widening day by day. I longed for the comfort of their presence, their voice, and the warmth of their embrace. Memories of the times we spent together flooded my mind, and I couldn't help feeling nostalgic for those moments. Their absence from my life reminded me that they are part of my life. Until we met again in reality, I would continue to keep them in my heart and cherish the memories we have together. I followed my memory to the table close to the window and found my parents. I sat beside them, and my tears began to come out of my eyes again. I heard my parents talking about the little me with their friends beside them. Why does our kid always think that we are very annoying? My dad spoke with his friend. We wish that he could stay positive and happy every single day, my mom continued. My parents' words made me cry more. Yeah, little boys are all like this. Even our little boy, their friend added to the conversation. I wish I knew what I did wrong. My dad talked with his friend. I looked up and suddenly saw a public telephone booth. I tried calling my dad's number on the public telephone while looking at my parents. My dad surprisingly picked up the call and said, "Hi." He actually answered my phone. My whole body was shivering. "Can I tell you something quick, sir?" I asked him. "Sure," he replied, still in his young, energetic voice. "Sir, you're not doing anything wrong. Your son doesn't think that you're annoying. You're a great parent. I promise, one day in the future, he will tell you how much he loves you. Boys will always come back to their parents. Your son will one day come back being a millionaire." "Who are you? And how did you even know?" my dad asked, confused. "Because I always loved my parents." After saying this, I couldn't control my tears. Tears spilt over and flowed down my face like a river escaping a dam. A solemn tear fell down my cheek. My body looked calm compared to how tangled my mind was. I hung up because I didn't want my dad to worry and know too much so that he wouldn't think about it too much. Even though it wasn't the real world, it felt more realistic than ever. Then I saw something really recognizable in the body of the telephone. It had a really familiar logo with an A on it.